20 years ago, when we first started this, I don't think we really knew what the expectations were going to be. This started as a citizens initiative led by Wayne Davis and Train Riders Northeast, still involved and active and keeping us accountable today. And now, you know, the Downeaster really is just generations now come to expect it and can't imagine what it was like to be here without a train. So which was once thought of as a novelty has really, again, just become part of our everyday life.
There was a vision articulated many years ago, roughly 30 years ago, and an organization that backed up that vision. And there was an individual at the front of that charge by Wayne Davis. And there was at least 10 years of persistence, because here we are at a 20-year anniversary, and there were 10 years to make that happen. But I have to say that it went well beyond expectations of many, many people. And it's a great honor to honor you, Wayne, here today, and ask that you come forward. And Dana, if you had just a comment or two.
Appreciate the preparation for this moment, John. But I will say this. I was there when Wayne approached the department, and it was obvious that our response wasn't quite what he expected, even though he was very polite and we listened well, but apparently didn't listen well enough, because he did create this citizens initiative. And as you know, in a citizens initiative, before it goes to a referendum, it appears before a committee, transportation committee. And in that respect, they have limited role. They can either accept it or they can send it to the public. They can't modify it in any way. Now, that acceptance has only happened twice in the state's history. This was one of those times. I remember distinctly standing before the committee and saying that there was no reason to send this to public because the department accepts it on behalf of what's been presented. There was great awe, skepticism then, and following it. But the persistence, the vision, every once in a while we come across somebody who seems to live for something very special. Their life is devoted to a cause, a project, or an issue, initiative. And when you meet those people, you also know that it's beyond just believing. It's determination, it's commitment, it's passion. It's very unusual, out of the ordinary, and it never fades away. That is Wayne Davis. It was then, it is now, and I can predict it'll be forever, because it was a love that went beyond description. And Wayne, congratulations.
So Wayne, if you turn around here, come just you're going to close the event, but we have something for you. If you turn around, see, look at Natalie here. Okay, so on behalf of the Board of Directors, we have this plaque in recognition of Wayne Davis, Chairman of Train Riders Northeast, for his dedication to the restoration of passenger rail in northern New England and his enduring contributions to the Amtrak Downeaster service. This plaque is presented to Wayne today, but will be hung next month in another ceremony that we'll have, and will permanently reside in a station where Wayne actually hosts and volunteers his time till this day in Brunswick, Maine. So Wayne, thank you very much for this.
But back then, 20 years ago, passengers boarded a train to Boston, and more than 300,000 passengers would use the rail service for that first year, stopping, of course, in Saco and Wells and Dover, Durham, Exeter, etc. Since that time, hundreds of thousands of people have traveled safely and on time on Maine's Downeaster. People working on their daily commute across the border, patients traveling south to hospitals for treatment, tourists traveling north to enjoy a day trip to Maine, students heading home for the holidays, all have reached their destinations safely and on time because of the Downeaster.
And of course, the railroads will build the project, which is kind of a two-phase project. One is to extend the double track that you see out in front. So there's 2 tracks in front of the station. We're going to extend the second track. Right now it's 2 miles long. We're going to extend it by 6 miles, and that'll give us more flexibility for passenger trains and freight trains to get around each other and keep things moving out there. And then we're going to build another platform right across with a pedestrian bridge that's going to cross over and allow 2 trains in opposing directions, passenger trains, to stop, so passengers can get off of both and on both, and people can keep moving, and we don't have to stop and back up. So it's really a transformative project. And what it also does is it sets the stage for more frequency. So as we get this done and move forward, it's our expectation that we'll be operating a 6th Downeaster round trip that will start in Brunswick in the morning, come down as far as Wells, and provide transportation for the folks of southern Maine and northern New Hampshire into Portland for the workday, really providing a new car-free option to kind of reduce those vehicle miles traveled and give people more commuting options into Portland.